of the implementation for the large project. And I'm here today to speak about the new application of Odoo Discus that we have developed in V15. So here my plan is to to explain you why we have developed this application and what are the features. Oh, sorry, I have a phone call in the meantime, so let me see what we
Yes,
have.
I'm just gonna call Greg to tell him about his terrible presentation. Oh,
Oh, oh,
hi,
hey
Greg.
Marcelo, I just hear
Hi.
you. Bear with me
Hi, good
now.
morning. Very
Yeah.
good. Uh, Greg, I am from the quality team for the
Mm-hmm.
presentations for the Odoo experience,
Okay.
and I'm calling you to give you some feedback about your presentation so
Okay.
we can review it that a little bit.
Okay.
Um,
Tell me.
so, I think that the agenda is a little bit confusing, a lot of wordings. You can
Mm-hmm.
get rid of that. People don't want to see that. They just want to see everything that you have to show about the application. And there are some good slides, but there are some numbers that you put it there, the figures, they are kind of irrelevant for that. People want to see how it works. So I would say to get rid of the agenda and the two numbers that you have there, and just go showing them what is the features of our application.
Okay, understood. So what you suggest, that I must explain that we have spent a year to develop this new application because of COVID and that we have to send people back home.
No, 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 no. Don't say that. Let's not remind them of this period. Just tell them why is it good to have the discuss and what is the reason that we are investing on that. But don't say about the COVID. Let's not remind them of that.
Okay, understood. So maybe I have an idea now. So here, let's start from this. So people work from everywhere now. They need a proper tool to communicate because we saw that communication is important for organization. And as at Odoo, so we add some integration between all the application all together, and boom, we have Odoo Discuss. So maybe I can just quickly show you a bit the Odoo application. So here, do you see my screen right now?
Sure. Yes.
So here, the plan would be to just open Discuss, see how it goes, open some records, see that we can still interact with each other. So you see my screen. I can ask you some question about this client, Azure Interior, so can tell me if this address is okay. So we need to have some integration like this.
Yes. Yes. That would be perfect. Straight to the point, focusing on the key points, telling them why we are investing, and showing a
Mm.
demo. That would be perfect.
Okay, so here just one question because here I build my speech a bit differently. So here, what I like to do is to start from a fact, where here we know that team leader spends 80% of their time communicating. And so here, I'm not there to just throw numbers like randomly, but here they are there to support my speech, explaining that we spend time in this application. And so we invest also, I can say, money in this application because we saw that people want to work from everywhere. And we should allow them to stay in contact with their colleague because it's really important for them to be able to communicate with each other and not having to move in the open space or in the office or to take their phones to open uh, Google Meet or to open Discord or to open I don't know what are the tools to really start discussing. And so that's why also here I wanted to explain a bit a typical day start where I just highlight the I can say the key moments from the morning where you arrive, you sit on the PC, you grab a coffee, then you go back, you open your mail, you open Odoo, you go to Discord to start chatting with colleagues, you go to Meet to have client meeting. And so they're not there just to give number, but really to support my speech. So
Yeah,
here,
that part is really good, Greg. But I would take out the numbers. They, they don't really matter for the people
mhm,
who are seeing this, I guess.
okay, I get it. So what I would do is just to invite maybe one other colleague to help us on this matter. So just give me a second. I will just send a message to Catherine
Sure, go
here
ahead.
to invite her to connect to the channel Odoo Experience. Uh, so we can chat all together here in the Odoo experience channel, so we can just have a group chat all together more easily. So we can really have a constructive discussion, I would say. Is it
Sure.
okay for you?
Perfect.
Okay, so let's hang up there, and we just meet on the other side, right?
All right. See you.
Oh, see you soon. Okay, let's jump there. Ah, I see Catherine is already there.
Hey,
Hey,
Hello.
Catherine.
how are you guys?
Very good.
Very good as well. So here, just few words. So here, I'm with Marcello, reviewing my presentation about how to discuss, and we are in the middle of a small issue because here he says that my presentation is not good, but that's the way I always did my presentation, and I need your help to just help me to promote this way of doing slides.
Greg, you remember like this, we've always done this way. Line, we always fight against our customers. So the thing is, you know what, before going through your presentation, I'm going to show you mine about customers. So look
Yep.
here.
Let me just
You
focus
know,
on the
this
slide.
slide, I'm sure you've seen this slide already. We're going to make a presentation with Niels later on today. And you know that like this always done this way is not a good reflex, because there is no reason for you to change your approach or the way you work. If Marcelo has a point, I would say that better listen to him. I don't know if you already discussed about the reason why Marcelo wants to change your presentation or the reasons why you want to keep your presentation this way. So yeah, maybe let's go through it.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe you can come back just to my presentation because here
Yeah.
that's really the topic of our discussion, and here Marcelo is waiting for us to maybe move forward. So thank you. So what I will do, I would suggest, because there is 2 or 3 problematic slides. So what I would suggest is just to show you quickly the slides, and you just tell me in second what it is. What do you think? So first, he thinks that the agenda is messy, too text heavy. Then here I have like a fact just to help my speech here, and just another number to really start demoing the application. So what do you think?
So yeah, the thing about the like the agenda slide, my problem is yeah, first of all, it's not really beautiful, and aside from that, like you know that a slide for that is like useless. It's gonna like it's not gonna help you in your presentation. You can just keep it and not present it, and just introduce your topic to your audience by talking. You don't need like this support, and plus be perfectly transparent with you. It's a bit clear. And yeah, for like the others, where did you get those figures? Seems to be pretty random.
That's from the internet, so it's true. It's true fact. Like it cannot be false.
Yeah. Do you really think it like helps you in the presentation? Is it gonna help you deliver your message or?
Nah, but now you say that, I'm not sure. You know what? I will just invite another person outside the company because I think you are all on the same page. I want to have like a neutral opinion. So what I would do, I will just invite some external person. So I just copy the link here and send it right away using my phone to wait for Marie. That's just to introduce her a bit. So she's doing presentation like on a daily basis. She always has I can say, some good idea. I work with her quite a lot, and so he might be able to help us. But so far, what I would say that you are on the same page. So no agenda, and the number does not feel like as an added value, I would say. Hey, Marie.
Hello.
Thanks
Hi,
for joining
everybody.
us.
Thank you for calling me.
Okay, so here I have one issue to tackle, and I hope you will be a good help for that. So let me explain. I have to make a presentation about the application Odoo Discus, and here the way I make my presentation is not good. So maybe you can give me some help on this topic.
Sure, I'll try to.
Okay, so the way I was planning to present it is to have like an agenda to get some structure, then to have some fact to really help my speech, and then maybe switch to a demo at the end just to support and conclude my presentation. What do you think?
Okay, I see. It seems not bad, but it might be a bit boring, no? So my best advice would be to avoid spending too much time on all the boring aspect of the presentation, facts, theories, etc. People prefer to see demonstrations, things that they will really remember.
But how can people remember what I will say if I don't write it somewhere? It's hard to catch all the idea when I'm just speaking like this. So what can I do for that?
As well, let's hope that your audience is smart. And if not, they can even review your presentation later. And one small tip that works quite well during the presentations is to write your ideas on a board, or a summary of your ideas. You list all the key elements there, but really literally writing during the presentation, people will remember that, I think.
I hear, I see. So I think you are all on the same page on this topic. So I guess I was wrong, and I see some room for improvement. So, oh, Catherine, if you need, you can leave us. So I see that you have plenty of stuff to do. So feel free to
Oh,
jump.
yeah, thanks. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Catherine. Bye bye.
Bye, Catherine. And Greg, just to just one last thing, I have added a PDF on the conversation where I've wrote down some nice tips, I believe, to improve your presentation.
Okay, perfect.
Amazing.
So that will be very helpful for that. So I will really take a look at this, try to improve and catch all the nice idea I might found inside it. So thank you, Marie, for helping me. So now we'll continue with Marcello to see how we can just improve and our vision on this topic.
All right.
Thank you,
Bye.
Marie.
Good luck, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. So, Greg, do you agree with me how important it is to show the demo rather than showing random number and theory out there?
Yeah, I must admit now I see the point, and I must admit that I was wrong from the beginning with my like super theoretical speech just to prove my words. And here now I see that just making a good demo will just help promoting the application by itself.
Exactly. So, just to be aligned here, small recap. You will do your introduction as you did. It was good. It was okay. Then you explain why we invested time on that, because that's what really matters. And you can quit the theory, quit the boring part, and just drop into the demo demonstration to show all the app and all the features.
Okay, so here I see. So introduction, just the reason why we invest time, and just a demo. That's it.
Perfect. And you see, you're not wrong, but we found a better way to do this presentation, and I think that's work. Yay!
Thank you for that. So really, I really appreciate your help on this, because here I was about to hit the wall like a stupid guy, and now I can really make a good presentation and here convince people that Odoo Discus will be a good application that they can use in their day-to-day job. So thank you, Marcello. And I will work
That I
now
could
on
help.
my presentation and see how I can improve that. And I will ping you if needed. And if you can help me, I will call you back, of course.
You.
Thank you, Marcello. Okay, guys. So here, as you see, that was like a classic activity at work. I have an issue, I call a colleague for some help, and then I can bring some other people to rediscuss the situation. So here with Odoo Discuss and all the features I have showed you today, you can do all of this within one single tool, like having direct messages with in one-to-one meetings, having public or private channel where you have all the person involved inside discussion. Here you see I have 3 persons who joined the channel. You can of course have as in any communication tool, the webcam, phones, you have screen sharing to help you discuss on slides, on sales order, invoices, or whatever you want to present. And here you have also the ability to interact with other, like putting some reaction to any message, like here. You can, of course, star some message if you want to keep them for later use. You can edit your message if you need to. You have made a typo, you just re-edit your message. You have also some few comments like this to help you to see, for example, who is in the channel directly, who is online, who is offline. You can directly see the status. You can see when people are typing here. So really, we have decided to integrate all those features within one single application and one single software, which is Odoo. And so to conclude, so I hope you enjoyed this presentation. And if you have questions, it's now the time to ask them in the YouTube chat, as we are now switching to the Q&A session. So thanks for your participation, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, we are here for the Q&A session just after this very nice talk of Gregory. What a nice feature. I'm sure we will use it every day at Odoo as well. So let's go for the question right now, right?
Yep.
We have many questions on this talk. The first one, is it, will the new Discus be available also in the mobile application?
Yeah, so here, as Odoo is fully responsive, Odoo Discuss will also be available on mobile, so we can attend any meetings and do calls and screen sharing, etc., from your mobile as well as from a laptop or any computer or tablet. Yep.
Is the new Discus app only for internal users?
No. So here, that's one of the key features we implemented in Odoo, is that you can also invite people that are not a user of your database. So that's the point. You can invite, so have client meeting or meeting with suppliers or with anybody from anywhere as soon as he has an internet connection, of course.
Okay, so it's now possible to discuss with external people without needing to pay a license fee for them.
Exactly. It's a bit like Google Meet or Teams or Zoom. You can invite without having necessarily an account on Odoo. And then, of course, the possibility, the access are limited to the call where you have been invited to.
Okay. And by speaking about Google Meet and Teams, what are the main difference between Odoo Discuss and those existing apps?
Yeah, so here the point is that it's all integrated with all the features from Odoo, so you can continue your call within Odoo. So opening a sales order, an invoice, and directly discussing through Odoo Discuss without having to reopen a new software or switching to a new window. So everything is integrated in one single system. So you can really jump from one record to another without losing, I can say, the discussion and losing the webcam or the screen sharing you have at the moment.
We have another question here. Is the video call a new feature, or if we were able to use it already on the version 14?
No, it's a brand new feature brought in v15, so it's not available in v14. So all the Discuss Basic are still already there in v14, but all the screen sharing, voice, webcam, group chat, invite external user is only available in v15.
And is it only on the enterprise version or also on the community edition?
No,
we had a few times this question.
Yeah, no, it's available as well in the community version. The Discuss app is available on both versions. And
the video call as well?
Yep. Yeah. So the entire feature is available in the community.
Nice. So there are some people that want to join today. They would like to know if we can support more than 100 people in the same video call.
Yeah, so here at the moment, so we performed several tests internally, and so at the moment our record is at 40 persons. But then the CPU and the bandwidth suffer a lot, so some improvement might happen to increase this limit. But at the moment we are at the limit of 40 persons in the same call.
Okay, it's already really nice for the person. It's not every day you're going to have meetings with so many people. Is it something that might happen during the year, or it will be maybe ready for the next version?
Maybe it might arrive in the coming months. I don't really know. So here we will see and how it goes. But here I think most people does not have like meetings with more than 40 persons at the same time. So most of the cases will be covered by the Odoo Discus application.
Indeed. Does it support video backgrounds or blurring backgrounds?
Not yet, not yet. So here at the moment you only see your webcam without any effect. But in future versions, this feature might come to bring this feature and to be able to blur or to hide the background you have.
There is another question. Is this a performance? They are good actors.
Of course, we are good actors. So we have a training for several years of acting. So here it was kind of a weird talk. So we try to be innovative in the way we present this application without having to display, I can say, only slides and really to show you a real case of what we can do with Odoo Discus in V15.
Nice, perfect. So we have another question. If I am having a one-on-one call, could I invite others in the middle of the call?
Yes, of course. So here, when you start a call, you can invite at any moment anyone from the database, so the list of users, but also from the exterior. So you can bring any person at any time within the call. So no issue. You don't have to plan every attendees from the beginning. You can invite the person when needed, and they can leave the call when they don't need to attend the call anymore.
Okay, perfect. We have a more technical question here. What's the maximum size of an attachment?
Yeah, so here it really depends on the way you have configured Odoo, but by default, I think it's something around 128 megabyte per attachment. But of course, you can increase or decrease this limit depending on the way you configure your Odoo instance.
And you can send also multiple attachments.
Yep. Yeah, you can send multiple attachments at the same time without having to reopen all the time the same pop-up to upload a file.
Perfect. Can you set up also future meetings? Integrate with Outlook calendar, maybe using Odoo Discus.
Yeah, so here you can prepare the link to have the Discus meeting and put it in the invitation you're gonna send from the Odoo calendar. So of course, here there is, I can say, some small manual work to copy paste the link in your invitation, but then of course all is integrated with all the feature from Odoo.
Okay, nice. Maybe also, as you are here today, you will be using the application in the following weeks. So don't hesitate also to submit your feedback through your account manager so that we can see where we could evolve and make new improvements on this first shot of the Discus app. So we have other question. The phone meeting need the VoIP app? No.
So here's totally two different applications. So we have the VoIP on one hand, so to be able to call like on the phone using the phone network, and then we have the Odoo Discus using like it's just really the same way as the Google Meet or Teams. So it's really two different things, and to make Odoo Discus works, you don't need the VoIP application.
Nice. We have another technical question. Let's see if you can answer. Having several calls at the same time managed by several users shouldn't impact the performance of a database, right?
Yeah, no, it will impact the performance of the database. But of course, the bigger the meeting will have, the more resource you will need. And so your, I can say, experience with your laptop will decrease, but then the other user will not be impacted by this.
Okay, so it's only the user that will be in the meeting that should be focused on the meeting and not.
So they should not browse anything else than listening to what you said, what you're saying in the meeting.
We have another question. Is there any way to block someone on the Discus application?
At the moment, no. So there is no, I can say, moderation tool in Discus. So you cannot, I can say, kick somebody from the application. But if you have somebody, I can say, annoying, you can just leave the channel and create another one without that person.
We discussed already about the upload size. We have the integration with the Outlook calendar.
I see one question for the recording
yes.
Of the session. So at the moment, there is no feature to record the session and to save it on the file store on the server. I don't know if it will be in the roadmap for a future version. So here, we will see, but at the moment there is no way to record a session in Odoo Discus.
That might be a good functionality for the next version. Does the chat history stay, or according to the storage, previous chat will be deleted?
No. So here the history stay unless you delete the channel of your discussion. But if you keep it in the list, then the history will be kept inside the database.
Okay. And is the history also on the chatter, the general chatter of Odoo?
Yeah. So it's really like I could say the old Discus. So you have all the chatter, the chat you had on the left, and then you can go back in this list to find back your meeting and see what has been written in the chat.
We have also Vincent that would like to be able to record the video, so maybe we can already transfer the feedback internally. The Outlook integration, we discussed it already, and you have also some nice remarks from Fabrice that the talk was amazing.
Thanks, Fabrice.
Is it based on any third-party system like Google Hangouts?
Here, everything is built inside Odoo, so it's really a built-in app. There is no third-party app except I could say another one platform, Twilio, but I'm not sure exactly and understood how we use this platform. So we have this platform that we have to use, but then it will be described in the documentation what we need to do with that.
Okay, so I see we are running out of time. Maybe we can do one last question. How many users? We discussed it already. No, I think we were able to cover most of the question. So thank you very much for attending this talk. We hope to see you soon, very soon on the Discus application, and don't hesitate to contact Gregory in the future.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.